Hi guys, Ian here, and this is the JadeAudio JH13. It is a hybrid IEM consisting of one dynamic driver and two balanced armatures, and the retail price for this is just $35 on the budget range, and is available on the FIO's website. So if you want to find out more, do check out the unaffiliated link down in the description below. So I've been listening to this across all genres as usual, from acoustics, jazz, classical to rock, pop, electronic, and using my smartphones, my DAC, my DAPs, and my desktop setups. And here's my thoughts and opinions about these JH13. So let's begin first with the accessories, and honestly this is a very basic accessories at $35. I don't expect too much, but this is the retail box, so a pretty budget retail box. There's no specs, so let me just read out the specs to you from the website. The frequency range is 10 to 40,000 Hertz, impedance is 24 ohms, and the sensitivity is 110. Now inside the box you get, of course, the user guide and warranty card. You get a set of ear tips, small, medium, and large. They're okay, the stock ear tips. I would be using my own third-party ear tips. And then it comes with this stock cable as well. Stock cable is also pretty reasonable at 4 cores, and it's an angled 3.5 headphone jack with the Velcro strap. Pretty reasonable. It's not a upgraded cable, but it's actually pretty alright. The ear hooks are a little bit on the stiffer side for me, and is terminated with a 2-pin connector. Right, so now let's talk about the design and build quality. And it's got this zebra wood kind of design on the faceplate. Looks quite elegant and nice. The inner shell is made of resin, and it's a little bit smoked finish, so you can actually see the inside. You get the dynamic drivers on this side here, and the balance armature is somewhere around here. And overall design is pretty alright. It's a small to medium size type of IEM. The nozzle is a little bit on the longer side, as you can see, made of brass with a perforated filter. And overall I would say the design is alright, pretty usual, except for the zebra wood finishing on the front, which looks quite elegant. Alright, so let's talk about the fit and comfort, and it fits my ear pretty well. Not a perfect fit, though I have to angle it a little bit, but it does not give me any pain or any discomfort. And while listening long sessions, I would say it's pretty alright. No fatigue as well, no sharp edges, so I would say it's pretty decent in terms of the fit, and it gives me a pretty good seal, though at times I will need to adjust the IEM a little bit while I'm moving around. So yeah, but overall I would say it's actually pretty alright. It's not a custom fit, but it still fits pretty well. Alright, so let's talk about the sound of these JH13. First, let's talk about the tone and timbre. The timbre on the JH13 is maybe I would say it's a balance, but slightly bass. Yeah, it's not really balance. It's bass boosted kind of balance. Okay, so the overall lower end has strong body and weight, but it's not muddy. I mean, it's elevated a little bit. It's warm. It's kind of fun, and the mids still remains clean because of the the hybrid setup. And it sounds a bit natural. The treble is clear, it's detailed, but it's not overly bright. And well, the sound signature leans towards like not too aggressively warm. It's a little bit warm, nor it's not starkly analytical. And it strikes a balance between musical and informative and analytical. The vocals, they do sound natural. Instruments, they retain believable harmonic weight, and the tonal balance is overall well managed. And overall, I think the crossover is well implemented, and given the price point, the timbral realism is one of the JH13's strong points. Okay, now let's talk about the technical performance. I would say the JH13 punches well above its price point. Imaging is pretty decent for hybrid IEM. Instrument separation is good considering this is a hybrid of 1DD and 2BAs. The dynamic driver gives a pretty good solid foundation to the sound, while the balance armatures contribute enough micro details and extension to make the highs and the transitions stand out. As for the treble, I would say it's pretty good. The high As for the treble, especially cymbals, hi-hats, snares, they do come across with surprising clarity and snap as well. Transient response feel very quick, and the overall presentation is reasonably layered. Bass, mids, treble each occupy their own space with minimal smearing across the bands, especially with tracks that are well recorded. But that said, do not expect a huge soundstage on this, as most IEMs, the sense of width and depth is limited to the open back or full sizeness of the earphones or headphones. So within the confines of this in-ear monitor, the JH13 is competent, but if you are chasing expensive and wide soundstage, I think this may have some limitations to that. Alright, so let's talk about the sound signature. I'll post my graph somewhere up here. In terms of sub bass, it's present, it's full, it gives good body, heavy note. The depth is not really extremely subwoofer type of level, but the rumble is low, is heavy, is good weighted, and is sufficient for bass lines. Kick drums and orchestral drums, they give you depth. As for the mid bass, is firm, is controlled. There's a bit of punch impact, but I rarely felt the boominess and the bleed into the mids, even on bass heavy tracks. So I would say the dynamic driver delivers a pretty good slam while staying pretty tight. Now as for the mids, it's pretty clean, slightly laid back compared to the classical over-ear monitors which I have, like the JH13, but it still stays pretty neutral and detailed. Vocals and guitars especially have a pleasing realism, and the mids rarely feel veiled unless the recording itself is pretty poor, but other than that, it's actually pretty natural and forward sounding in terms of the mids. And as for the pinna gain, the mid upper region is at a very comfortable level, giving clarity to vocals, guitars, strings without being overly forward. The balance helps the IEM to avoid the V-shaped tuning. And as for the pinna gain, I would say it's at a pretty comfortable level, giving clarity to vocals, guitars, strings without being overly forward. The balance there helps the IEM avoid that V-shaped tuning which exaggerates the treble or bass at the expense of the mid-range clarity. Now as for treble, I would say it's detailed with enough extension to deliver cymbals, percussive elements and harmonic details. Transients are pretty quick, percussions has a good snap, and high frequency textures are well resolved. On some very bright recordings which I tried, there's a bit of sibilance, and but overall the tuning managed to make it a little bit smoother and listenable at the top end. So not all tracks, but some tracks. Alright, so that's the overall sound signature of this JH13. Now let's compare this with some other IEMs. I would say it doesn't challenge high-end IEMs or hybrid IEMs in terms of the soundstage or the technical performance, but for a hybrid IEM, I would say this is okay at the price that is asking for, and it's actually very competent, and in terms of price to performance is a well, I would say it's a balanced performance, but compared to other entry-level mid-tier IEMs, it offers more coherent tonality, better build quality, and it's a little bit more refined in the sound signature. So for someone wanting to step up to hybrid without spending flagship money, or a daily driver nice enough for serious listening, this, I guess, the JH13 would be a good option. Alright, so let's conclude, and I think the JH13 is a pretty quiet achiever. It doesn't flaunt any gimmicks, but it's a hybrid design, it's balanced tuning, it's got sensible execution with a well-rounded, musically satisfying experience. and it's below 50 bucks, right? For something like that, I would say it's a pretty good performer. So if you're looking for a budget friendly hybrid IEM that doesn't compromise too much on the build quality or the sound quality, and you value the balance overall extremes, I would say the JH13 is genuinely compelling. It's not a flagship monster, but for its price, it's probably one of the most competent universal hybrids available. Alright, so that's my overall thoughts and opinions about this FiiO JadeAudio FH13. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. My name is Ian. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers!